Hey guys, Jimmy here and welcome back to Cripple Creek. So I am picking up where things went down the tubes the other night. So I went through my pile of slag here and I started picking some things out, and so things went really wrong the other night. Reusing that crucible that I used for cooking down some aluminum. So you can see here some chunks of aluminum in here. Kind of went through it, and as I started going through here, I started finding some interesting stuff. So what I've got is this. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll set it down here. This is what I found. I found all these little pieces in here. I'm pretty sure this is just another chunk of aluminum here. Doesn't seem to be much of anything, but I definitely see some yellow in this. I mean, this is definitely a good chance there might be some gold in this. Not positive. So as you can see, I got my little cupel here, and I'm going to try to roast this down. I think I'm going to add some borax to this, maybe some soda ash, and I don't know if this is going to work at all. I'm going to give it a shot. I got my little furnace over here set up. We're going to fire this thing up, get it warmed up, and stick this thing in here. Like I said, going to use some borax, some soda ash, and I might even add some lead to this to help it absorb into the cupel. I'm not really sure what we're going to find in this. So let me get this thing warmed up, I'll get the cupel warmed up, and then we'll drop this thing in there and see what we get. Okay, I did some further research while I was waiting for this thing to warm up, and adding stuff to this may not work out in my favor. So I think what I'm going to do is pull that one chunk that looks like it's just aluminum out of there, and hopefully the other pieces are just a part of the lead button I was hoping to get, and put those in there and see what happens. This could be a complete and total failure, but only one way to find out. So in the meantime, I'm going to throw the cupel in the furnace, get it warmed up, and come back in about 15 minutes, and we'll add those little beads I found. Okay, so the kiln is heated up, the cupel is warmed up. We're going to pull that out of there. So I've got my little pieces here. Again, I'm going to pull this one, this shiny looking, that guy right there. I'm going to pull that out of there because I think that's pure aluminum, and everything I'm just reading said that's going to screw up my world. So let's open this thing up. That's a little warm. Pull this out of here. Sit down here with our slag. Dump this in there. Alright, got that in there. Put that back in the oven. And we'll come back, check on this a little bit later. Again, I don't know what's going to happen here. This could be just a total waste of my time, but one way to find out. Look at that thing melting in there already. That was probably a piece of aluminum. Alright, let's get that door shut. We'll leave it a little bit open, let it get some oxygen, and hopefully something will happen. Just have to take a look at it, see what we got going on in here. A whole bunch of nothing good. I don't know if you can see that or not. Not looking very promising. Well, let it go a little bit longer, see what happens. It's been another 20 minutes or so. We're going to open this thing up, take another look. And it still looks about the same. So, not getting the reaction I was hoping for. At this point, I think I'll just turn the heat up a little bit. See if anything happens. Can't really lose that at this point. Okay, well, we're going to pull this out of here. Pretty sure this is just another failure. But that's how you learn. Here's what we got. Just
some halfway melted beads. So we'll give it a shot. Grab these tongs. Pull this out of here. Ooh, that's warm. Oh, there it went. Just add more to my failure. But no big loss. There's something shiny still in there. I can't tell what that is. Okay, so, well, that didn't go as planned, but kind of what I expected. So, not a big loss. We will give it another shot. I have got another sample. Got this one right here. This is my next run. Don't know what I'm going to find in here. Another one out of the mines from last year. We'll smelt this one down next. See what we find. I will catch up with you guys as soon as I can and see what we find. Thanks for watching.